Okay, you know the deal. You made a sketch that you are super content with, taking all your time. You transfer the sketch onto watercolor paper maybe, or any paper for that matter, depending on what medium you use. Duh. It takes a lot of time and effort, and then you're about to color it and you're asking yourself,
what colors will I use?
You take out your palette and you see all the colors of the rainbow. You say to yourself,
yay, I'm so excited, I can't wait to color that piece.
Thing is, you're tempted to use every color that is in your palette because you see them and they're accessible to you. Now, when I'm just sketching, I usually don't do that, but let's say when I work on an actual piece that I just want to turn out pretty, then I actually do plan out my colors. But here's the big but. Just because I plan out my colors doesn't necessarily mean that they will turn out to be good. So I'll just give you examples of what I mean. Here's two pieces. This is the first one and this one. So what I did was nothing more than, let's say, I want this girl to have blue hair and warm colors contrasting that. Sounds good. Same with this one. So I said I really want this icy blue color as background because I'm a sucker for these shades of blue, but that's all the planning I did. Now the problem is there's nothing particularly bad about that approach, and you can do the rest of the painting as you go. But the requirement for this is that you actually are good with picking colors. And here's my problem. I am not. And the end result is that the colors of my pieces end up looking like a patchwork quilt, which is not necessarily what I'm going for. I thought to myself, all right, a way I can overcome this is to just pick a color palette from, let's say, Pinterest and apply this onto my piece, which is exactly what I did with this one. And then when I actually sit down, mix the colors, I just look nothing what I see on my screen. And I only realized that when I considered the painting to be done. So I decided enough is enough. I'm gonna go and tackle my color mixing skills, work on actually mixed colors that I see on the screen or any reference picture. The other day I had the idea to do studies of film stills. So my understanding is that films usually don't just have really good framing, but also the color grading is really top notch. I think to me it's perfect because I train myself not to mix the colors that I think that I see, but the actual colors. I actually started this project yesterday already, and like with everything that is new to you, it turned out to be difficult for me. The thing is, I was focusing too much on tiny details, when my initial goal was just to nail the color picking and the color mixing. So today's goal is to do exactly that, minus the focusing too much on details part. So I'm planning 4 tiny movie stills, maybe on 1 page. We will see how I will go about that. Let's actually check. So it's 1 p.m. and I want to finish all of them today. If you're curious, stick around. Wakey wakey. So first off, this was overall a very valuable lesson for me. Well, and secondly, I realized that the science of colors is more complex than I thought. Before, I was more focused on the hue and the brightness maybe, but that's really it. I think me avoiding less saturated tones was my way of preventing colors becoming muddy. I'm really curious if I'm the only one who struggles so hard with color mixing and matching. I'll end the video on this note, so I don't know if you're aware of it, but this is my first video and it took me so long to edit it. Many cuts have been made, but it was so much fun to make. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.